Alright, ladies and gentlemen, this is my Nintendo Switch 2 unboxing. I it did get the Mario Kart World pack in, so I spent a lot of money on this thing. So, as per tradition on this channel, let's look at the box first. So you got Nintendo, you got the Nintendo Switch 2. It's a heavy box. It is a heavy box. So you got all that. I'm not going to show you the bottom because my anxiety thinks the information down there will dox me. You got Nintendo Switch 2, you got people playing in tabletop mode, you got side, someone playing outside with an unrealistic lack of glare. I'm getting a screen protector soon, that's supposed to be glare resistant. You got the actual Nintendo Switch 2 pulling it out of the dock, not carefully to avoid scratches. For the love of God, it's not a screen protector. It is a film that is designed to stop the glass from shattering. It is not a screen protector. Screen can still get damaged. So now let's open this bad boy up. I gotta do this without showing you guys the bottom. Somehow. There we go. Now let's unbox this console. And I will show you some gameplay. So we got the Joy-Con, the right Joy-Con 2, because that's what they're called now, Joy-Con 2s. I wish I had one of those Elgato capture cards, so that way I could show you guys gameplay easier, but it is what it is. So we got the right Joy-Con, very large, very solid, good to hold. You got the IR camera, SR and SL. These are metal. You get the trigger, which does that. And next up we have the left Joy-Con 2, which is this really nice shade of blue. And blue is, in fact, my favorite color. So, of course, I accidentally hit a button. So you got the little lights there. Just get the slot. You get all that. Really springy button. Really springy joysticks, which are not too small for my big thumbs. So let's put these to the side and look at the console, or the tablet, or whatever you want to call it. It's big, because the Nintendo Switch has a 6.2-inch screen. I'm not sure how big the Switch OLED screen is, but the Nintendo Switch 2 has a 7.9-inch display. That is almost 2 inches larger than the base Nintendo Switch, and as you can see, it is quite reflective. Yes, I have a Pokeball pop socket. So there we have the Nintendo Switch 2 tablet. So let's take this off to the side. And I will do the Joy-Con snapping in after we unbox the rest of the stuff. So we have the Mario Kart World thing here, which I'm not going to show you because I don't want you guys to see the download code, because once again, my anxiety tells me I'm going to dox myself. We then get the health and safety manual. I was unfortunately not able to get all the cords and crap out from the back of my TV. But we do get the Joy-Con 2 grips. So if we just grab by the string and take these out of here, these are the grips for the Joy-Cons. So there's a tab there on the bottom there that goes into that slot. So you gotta line that up first and then just snap it in. Nice and simple. And then to release it, you of course just press this and it comes out. And you can, in fact, do this. I find that quite funny for some reason. So there are the grips. Now we remove this entire top layer So then we get the Joy-Con 2 grip, which I did accidentally tear while repackaging. Kind of an idiot. But you get the Joy-Con 2 grip, nice and... Unfortunately, it does do that. So that kind of sucks. So last but not least, we get the dock. And it is a large dock to fit the Nintendo Switch 2, of course. It's heavy, too. You got the Nintendo Switch 2 logo. It's curved at the top, which I really like. You get these, which are internal fan components. And removing the back panel shows an AC adapter, HDMI out, and a LAN thing for Wi-Fi. Come on. There we go. So now that we have the unboxing done, let's look at the console. Alright, so the console itself, 7.9-inch display. You got the back, you got the kickstand, you got the speakers. Now, let us attach the Joy-Cons. It will never not be a nice sound. Never. Never ever will that not be a nice sound. Alright, so now let's show off some gameplay. So first, we are going to play some Mario Kart World on this sucker. Once again, I wish I had one of those capture cards, but I don't, so this is the best gameplay experience I can give you guys. So we're gonna go into free roam. So you get a nice 1080p, 60 frames per second, which is a really good frame rate, really good fidelity, really good just in general. And of course, there are the Nintendo Switch games that got enhanced. Unfortunately, I don't have any enhanced versions. Oh, and down we go. But I have done a lot in Mario Kart World. As you can see, I've gotten a lot of character skins. We got my boy, the Penguin, the GOAT, the Penguin, but I have unlocked all NPCs, so I'm just, except for this. Frankly, I do not know what that is. Maybe it's the last thing you get after unlocking everything else, but I'm currently trying to unlock all characters. You get photo mode, which of course is just photo mode. Pretty simple. So now let's go to a game that got an enhanced version on this console. We're gonna play some Pokemon Violet. Now, I did set this up like this, so that way it is a lot easier for you guys to see. So we got, the game now runs at 60 frames per second with a 1080p display, but if you dock the console, you can get up to a 4K display, which yes, this game in 4K is amazing. So you got everything here. You got just generally a really solid game. Now, if we go to Casseroya Lake, which is a location iconically with a lot of lag. One, that load time is crazy. Two, we enter the lake, and this game still runs at a smooth 60 frames per second. So just the general amazingness of the fact that you can actually play this game is amazing. Now, let's switch to a game that I play that unfortunately is a bit weird in terms of its enhanced version. Sonic X Shadow Generations. Now, unfortunately, this game's enhanced version is a little weird. This is the original Nintendo Switch version. The enhanced Nintendo Switch 2 version, unlike every other Switch 2 game that got an enhanced version, does not have an upgrade pack. You need to buy the game again. Luckily for me, I'm borrowing this from a friend, so I technically do not own the game. So me buying the Switch 2 version will come as an easy thing to have my own copy of the game, but I do think it is quite aggravating that you can't just do the upgrade pack. But another Sonic game that is actually really nice on this console is Sonic Frontiers. Sonic Frontiers now runs at 60 frames per second on the 1080p screen, and it is amazing. And in 4K, this game also looks really good. So just generally, the Nintendo Switch 2 is a marked improvement over the Nintendo Switch. And honestly, if you really, really want it and you have the money, I wouldn't say no. I'm still not done with mine. I need to get a screen protector. I need to get a case. I need to get the Pro Controller. But overall, this is a very good console that I would recommend. That has been all for this video. I will see you next time with 86 Bone Crusher. Bye-bye. In other words, goodbye and good night.